here's my pen. It's probably easy to think of Congress as a monolithic entity. It's one Congress and everybody gets to say or do kind of pretty much what they want to do, and that there's just a vote up or down on things. In fact, Congress runs by committees. And if you want to make change, if you want to have something done, you got to first start by getting on the committee that has oversight for that particular aspect of your concern. Defense spending has a committee. Please let that be Barack Obama. Wouldn't that be very impressive? Let me speak to James Golden, please. First, you set that up. Yes, I did. I wish I could take credit for it. But the first thing I would do, and not after I get elected, but things that I am letting people know if I am elected where I would like to serve. And because I have a particular concern for our defense spending, for our veterans' concerns, I do want to be involved in the committee process. That's where it begins. Beyond that, I think Mr. Eaton and I agree. Once you get there, you can't become a part of the problem. You do have to say that you will not conduct business as it has been conducted. And that, I think someone asked me, would I do that? Yes. I think that I have no, anybody that knows me knows that I have no qualms whatsoever about trying to speak out for what is right and trying to make the best thing happen. Thank you. Was that I had one more minute, or was that I was out of time?
You got 30 seconds.
I got 30 seconds. Well, we could sing a little song. But
you're running out of time.
Okay, seriously, the main concern that we must always have uppermost in our minds is that our goal is to try to do the most good with the resources that we have for the people that we were sent to represent. And so I'm simply saying to you, I promise to do that, and I start that by getting on the committees that make a difference in those issues that you're concerned with. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim. Jim, let me interrupt you for just 1 second. We just had one of the members walk in that we're very proud of, and I just want to interrupt because we're proud of what we're doing too. And what is happening in our judicial circuit, for your other gentlemen, you might be interested in this, to see something like this happen in your circuit. We've, thanks to Chief Judge Lee Hayworth, we've set up a veterans diversion program from the criminal justice system. So, and these veterans, and about 35% of them are coming back after these multiple deployments with PTSD. And we don't want to see the same thing happen to these vets that happened to the Vietnam vets. And we want to make sure that they get help. And so we've got a pilot project going here in this district, and we want to get a statute statewide so that we have a veterans diversion program in the entire state of Florida. And we maybe with your help, we can get it nationwide. But Scott Driscoll, who just came in, stand up, Scott. Scott's an Iraq and Afghanistan veteran, and we're proud to say he's one of the members of our group. And Scott, the reason I want to introduce him particularly is because he's the executive director of the Courts Assisting Veterans program here in Sarasota County. So if you know of a veteran that has a problem, Scott's a good contact, and even though they might not qualify for that particular program, Scott knows the resources where he can get that veteran help. So I want to take that opportunity to introduce Scott. Excuse me, Jim, for that interruption.
Thank you. I forgot the question now.
Not accounting for the...
Yes, well, certainly I've had and negotiated contracts with the Pentagon, so I'm familiar with how the money comes out. But there's another side, and of course we have to get on the committees also, but there's another side to that spending that I've been watching for years, and it has to do with earmarks, and it has to do with campaign contributions from the defense industry to the people on those defense committees. And one of the things that I'm going to do and work hard, and I think a lot of us newer people coming in, is we're going to try to end the special interests because it's your money that they're spending, and it's your money that all those special interest people are trying to take away. So part of what will fix the congressional oversight and fix the Pentagon budget, and maybe put a little more pressure on them, is to take some of the pressure off of Congress when we get rid of all this special interest slush money floating around and the pressure to do the earmarks. I think we had one congressman move half the Pentagon down to Virginia. And that's just not right. It needs to be fair. We have purchasing systems. I see no reason at all we couldn't audit probably 80% of the Pentagon funds and not get into this stuff that would jeopardize our national security. So I'm going to work hard for cleaning up and putting some sunshine on a lot of information there, and especially how the money flows, because I don't think it should flow from the corporations into the politicians. I think it should be supported by the people only. Thank you.
When you go forth in a forum of 4 Democrats, you get to say, yeah, I agree. Because that's exactly, I had down for campaign finance reform. You have to reform black ops. You can't just all of a sudden say everything's secret. The committees that we're talking about is, if only the gang of 8 minority, majority ranking members on the committees know about these different things, the rest of us can't make informed votes. The last thing I would say, though, is that I would also just add that war funding or military funding in general shouldn't be done as a supplemental project. They should be part of the annual budget. It should not be bundled. Right now, with the $33 billion Gene was talking about, they're going to put in billions of dollars of education funding because they were thinking, okay, Tudor doesn't want to go down as voting against education. I think that's just totally wrong. What they're doing, and this is my party, my president, they're playing politics with soldiers' lives. And I think that's wrong. So I would also say that with any defense spending, that you don't bundle it with other matters before the Congress.
Thank you, Doug. This next question will be an easy question.
I know I'm not in charge here, but I think that Mr. Tudor made a very good observation that it's not fair that we always send Eaton out first. That's not right. Nobody wanted to do that.
Let's do that, James. I'll go first.
Yeah, is that all right?
Well, we're just throwing this into the table on this question. Just
keep coming down the road and then go back.
So this question is going to be an easy one. If you're elected to Congress, will you continue to vote to fund the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan? Jim, I thought you wanted this microphone.
I don't need it for that.
So I have 2 minutes to tell you no. Yeah, I mean,
Keep talking.
the only additional funding that needs to happen, and I don't think it even needs to be additional funding. I would support Alan Grayson's 5353. I've signed the statements of Veterans Against War spending. The Pentagon got $670 billion this year. Use it to bring our troops home.
All right.
Rick, excuse me, James.